the postmortem report, I mean the PO, or the production order, will state where and when she's supposed to be presented. So that will show. Yes. Bado gari itakuja, then I think by itakuwa late jioni, kwa sababu pale kwa CT scan kulikuwa na. No, we cannot discuss that at this particular moment because we'll be now delving into the issues of the case and positives and negatives of whether she's present or not. We cannot be able to discuss this at this particular forum.
The fact that now Murgo has to issue an application having Sarah come identify the body, do you think that it's possible that by tomorrow
Be taken for X-ray? It has been identified by the family already, and it will be taken for X-ray. Probably the word they used that was more effective was they're going to for a CT scan. That is the one they're going to do because it gives more results and it will reveal much more. So it is going for that X-ray. Then the postmortem then can be done later on the body. And it was only said that Mr. Ndegwa, Dr. Ndegwa, actually let me say Dr. Ndegwa. Dr. Ndegwa might have been, which we do not know really, at the scene, the time the body was recovered, and that Mr. Murgo was not comfortable with that. So this does not affect the investigation anyway. It will not even affect the findings. So if he doesn't want Dr. Ndegwa present, he doesn't want Dr. Ndegwa present. So he has his reasons. So Johansen is present. So this does not change the scenario. This does not change the results. This does not change the investigation going on. It shall go on. Only that we cannot discuss what else can be the results of the postmortem and all that.
On behalf of the family of Cohen, who has been my client for quite some time, the family advocate who will be arguing in court, Cliff Ombeta, is present. He'll address and give all that is required. Cliff.
Yes, today we were here at 9 o'clock, let me say 9 a.m. for the postmortem. Logistical problems and other issues and other delays. Eventually by noon we had a meeting, that is a pre-postmortem meeting, whereby we had to agree on parameters and other issues or things that are needed to be covered and all angles. While we had agreed on a few issues, there are issues that were not agreed upon, and certain issues were raised by the defense, whereby they raised the issue of one of the pathologists who they thought perhaps, and that is their opinion, would not have been independent. And that was Dr. Ndegwa, who was addressed you, I'm sure. So he objected to Dr. Ndegwa being present in the pathology, and we insisted that then somebody else who is independent must come. We have contacted Dr. Johansen Oduor. Johansen Oduor is ready to come and do it tomorrow. He's available tomorrow. So tomorrow the postmortem, 9:30, shall proceed. But of course, when issues of this are raised and then you ignore them, it's important that you actually listen to what their argument is and see whether it is something that you can have a concession on or whether you can concede. So we have agreed then that we have somebody else to conduct. That is the chief pathologist, Dr. Johansen Oduor, at 9:30 a.m. Our Professor Rogenda for the family will be present, and Dr. Gashie also for the defense will be present. So we have all agreed by 9:30 a.m. we shall be here to proceed with that postmortem.
Today, before tomorrow, and the X-rays most likely the Cohen'S has accepted, and the DCI is arranging for that to happen. So the moment it happens, the X-rays will be there, and they're available when they're carrying out the autopsy tomorrow.
Today, the X-rays need to be.
Yes, hopefully, before the end of today.
The significance of these X-rays?
X-rays are very important. They pick up things that maybe you may not be able to see. And then you may be able to see even the injuries sometimes, fractures and the rest, or fallen objects.
You had mentioned that there were issues that have come up.
We have designated a spokesperson who's coming.
Okay. Yes, we are here at Chiromo. We have come for the postmortem of the late top Cohen. The postmortem has not yet been conducted, though we anticipated that we were to start this matter at about 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. this morning. But until now, it has not started, and it is because of a few logistical problems. Some of the pathologists have not yet arrived. But all the same, they are on their way. We have confirmed that they'll be here, and we shall be able to proceed with the examination of the body. And it's also important to know that it is important that this examination must be done, because that is the only way you can be able to find out about the injuries or the cause of death and the length of duration which the person has been dead. So it's important that the postmortem must be done. It must be done today. This I'm also saying because the family is also anxious to have this matter finding closure, because they need to bury the body. And they need to also call some family members who are to come within a day to when the burial is selected. So finishing this burial by tomorrow would be ideal for the family, or day after tomorrow, because they also have this Jewish faith whereby a body has to be buried within 36 hours after it has been recovered. But then this being a case, a murder case, and a case that is still going on, and investigation is still going on, that situation has been overtaken by events. So therefore, they just have to persevere. A little bit of the faith has to go out of the window so that this process is completed. I have spoken to the family. They understand this position. It is the reason why we also considered yesterday that the postmortem can be done today when it was supposed to have been done yesterday. So we will proceed with it. But in the meantime, we're also having an issue whereby we are trying to figure out who are the pathologists from the government side. We have 3 names that have been given about. There is Ndegwa, there is Kimani, and there is Johansen. But we are not sure who is going to appear, because the defense seems to be concerned about an independent pathologist. But then that is an issue that we shall handle. We have spoken to the investigating officers, and they're saying they have no problem with proceeding with the people that they have. So we wait and see what goes on.
So after the postmortem, will you have to go?
Remove those people who have been booking and doing all these things. So June it up.
So it will be done in your present home?
Yes, we can be able to. Those will be present, but we will insist that we are present. Yes. Thank you. That would be the problem of the defense, and whether they can be able to do that by the time we do the postmortem tomorrow. If they think they can manage to get that addressed in court and have brought to identify, fine. But you know, the standard forms are usually the forms that show family members or the people who are coming, who are usually the victims. I don't know whether she can call herself a victim, but then again, if she wants to identify the body, let her come and identify the body so that it does not bring any other technical issues at a later stage. So let her identify if she can be able to make it. But tomorrow 9:30, Because of the family problems, the family needs to have this body buried. They need to travel back. They are living in the hotel. It's getting expensive, paying for these expenses for the X-ray and the CT scan and all that. They need to have a closure. So tomorrow 9:30, we must just proceed with this. And we have agreed. Everybody else has put off everything they were going to do tomorrow so that this postmortem can be done. The family will decide on that one, but most likely here.
If Sarah doesn't identify the body, will that
the lady in custody feels that she needs to be involved in the identification of what was picked from whatever it was, the alleged crime scene. So that's another issue. So I think the lawyer is going to court to pray that either the suspect herself be here to identify the body, or she be allowed to nominate somebody to identify the body. So that was an issue of identification of the body that was brought from the alleged crime scene. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Good?
Good.
Very good.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Now,
Their wish, and I think the wish of the late Bob, if it's the late Bob Cohen, Top Cohen. But I think because of justice, for the sake of justice, we have requested them to bear with us. It is not very easy for them. I can see they are getting quite heartbroken. But yes, that wish we could not have, managed to let them have it. But it is necessary that the right thing is done. And if it's not done the right way, there might even be more delay in future. So it's better to wait for another 24 hours or 12 hours or 24, rather than doing it now and then maybe we have another issue altogether, which should make it even more prolonged. So the family members, they were in that session we were, and they have accepted, though with a bit of pain in the heart.
there was an issue about X-ray to be done.
I was in the line Friday as a pathologist provided by the DCI, and
The lawyers were also there, and they picked up something I said, or rather mentioned to the DCI at the alleged crime scene, and they happened not to be very happy with that, and they have requested that I should not continue representing the government or the DCI in this case, and they feel that maybe it will be prejudiced, and therefore we have all accepted. My colleague, Dr. Johansen Odul, is on leave, but he has agreed to temporarily resume work and be here tomorrow for the postmortem examination. As you know, justice has to be seen to be done, and therefore we have accepted or agreed as a team that because of that feeling, we should postpone this examination to tomorrow morning with Dr. Johansen Odul. Yes.
There was an issue with the family that the body has to be buried within 36 hours.
It will no longer be even the court admitted yesterday that it will no longer be a preserve of theirs. So what will be happen is that once the parties here are satisfied, because if the defense insists that they want further examinations done, then the body cannot be released. But once they confirm and say yes, they are satisfied, then the body can be released. Then it will be a consensus amongst just us, so that it can go. We don't have to go back to court, and then that's it. All right.